Welcome back to Aaron's Football Saturdays in the South. You know, Williams-Brice Stadium really gets loud when that team in the purple and orange comes a-calling from just down the road in Clemson. But you know, head coach Tommy Bowden of the Tigers knows about the thrill of victory here. This past summer, he got another thrill above the blue skies here in South Carolina. Jen Hildreth has more.
What Clemson has been known, their glory days were consistent winning, where they either were conference champions or competed for conference champions.
Is that a goal of yours to try to be to Clemson like your dad is to Florida State?
It's an awful high goal, and I don't know if I've got it set that high. But again, to bring the notoriety back to Clemson and some of the notoriety that my father has experienced there and brought to Florida State, you'd like to reach some of that level of success.
What do you do with your dad when you guys aren't talking football? What do you do when you're just hanging out for fun?
I'm not with him. Yeah. Well, you know, when we play golf, we really don't talk that much football. It's there's a lot of sense of humor involved, and just kind of
I ain't seen it.
It's more talking about golf and shots and strategy, cheating.
Talk about things you like to do for fun, but you personally, as we've recently found out, it seems you also go to the extreme a little bit for things you like to do for fun.
Yeah, you know, the ride on the F-16 with the, I think, South Carolina Air National Guard, something I've kind of wanted to do for a while. I've always had a great admiration for the military, and I'm sure it'll be elevated once we get through. It's quite an honor. Yeah. And just like I say, just what they represent to be associated with it. But it's something I've wanted to do for a while, so I'm more excited than anything.
You getting any nerves at all? Any nervous?
You know, I was not nervous because, like I said, it's something I wanted to do. I was excited about doing it until we got into the pre-flight instruction and putting you in the simulator. I'll never get out of this thing. I'll see y'all in heaven, boys. There's about 15 things to do. Here we're going down in a couple seconds, aren't we? And start talking about ejection, emergencies, fires, parachute tangled.
Oh, you want to say that?
I mean, this is the most comfortable thing I've had all day. Putting that in, pulling that, getting out. This I like. You know, take me. Yeah, the one thing that I'm enjoying doing is swing. This is pretty good. Getting sick to your stomach, throwing up, the bags they supply you, and once you use the bags where you put them, easy access to the bags, tying them off, don't mess up the cockpit, take your mask off, don't throw up in the mask, and about fainting and blacking out. Went and had lunch and with some of the military personnel and the pilot, and you know, I heard so much about getting sick, I said, well, surely I don't want to eat. But they encourage you to eat something because they don't want you to have a completely empty stomach. Is this where y'all frequent most of the time, this place?
This is it. Yeah.
Like every day? Yeah. How long would it take to get to Clemson? 15 minutes?
No.
Oh, 6 minutes?
His dad flew me a few years ago. I didn't time it. Seemed like it was less than
It'll be less than 10 minutes.
Really?
I'm not going to go really fast.
Now, how many of the pilots here flew in Iraq?
All of them.
All of them? Oh, man. Fried chicken, that's what I was wanting to get right there. Man alive. You won't get queasy at all, huh? Your body's used to it.
Find out. Should be all right.
And they gave you a Clemson graduate to fly the plane.
Yeah, the only thing that bothered was his nickname, Slammer. I thought I was a good hand, so I heard his nickname.
All right, Coach. Welcome to Demon 5-1 flight today. That's going to be our call sign as we're going out and back. The objectives for today's ride are to familiarize yourself with what it's like to be a Skang fighter pilot and for you to have a thrill of a lifetime. Do you like roller coaster rides?
Yeah.
All right, well, the first one I typically start with is the easiest, the aileron roll. Basically, Jack nose up just a hair and do a nice little corkscrew. You'll be over like that. You'll be like,
for some reason, it just doesn't sound like it's going to be that simple.
It's simple, I'm telling you. Clemson being up here, taking off out of here, climbing up to Clemson, leaving Clemson, and proceeding to Rob Roy, which is the airspace we've been assigned today.
They call some people here with the sports information department. I said, well, call my wife right at it. 320? 320. No, they won't let me. They've told me about that ejection seat. If I pull that ejection seat, we're in trouble. Flew over our house. He was out by the pool. Saw somebody leaving the house. I was hoping that scared me a little bit. I saw a guy running. I said, shoot him quickly. All right. All righty. The G suit, strapping that on fairly snug because that's the one that kind of saves you, keeps from blacking out and getting sick. So the G suit goes on top of the regular suit. The most similar analogy would be standing up here on top of the hill, or a head coach in front of a tunnel, whatever, you know, getting ready to enter the arena or the field of battle. It is kind of a unique experience. Everything's built up to that walk. And once they snap that mask on you, I think that confines you more than anything.
Taxing for takeoff. Did that adrenaline start flowing? I mean, did it start?
Well, you know, I just assumed we were going to have a normal takeoff. He tricked me. That's where he tricked me. And he said he was going to have in pre-flight instruction, and I think he said an aggressive takeoff. He immediately took me, I guess, 400 or 500 miles an hour. Went straight vertical, about 6.7 Gs. So we took off and went straight vertical and then flipped it on its back. Slammer earned his name right off the bat. Well, you actually do start blacking out, and they said you would. Of course, you've got pretty much peripheral vision as I'm sitting here and talk to y'all, right and left, but as you start to black out, it just starts closing down like this, where it's black and it starts closing in. And the higher the G's and the closer the tunnel goes, and then as soon as he pulls out of the tunnel, then it opens back up. Once you get back on the ground, you learn to appreciate what those guys are. I couldn't imagine being chased by somebody and still having to fire bullets accurately, or rockets or missiles. It's really, you admire what they do.
He threw deep. He threw deep on the first play. Let's just say that. He didn't run up the middle.
We got 6.7 on that.
I gave him back my empty barf bags. You know.
Told me when it was coming, which helps. You know, and better breathe deep now.
I don't care to do it again, but I'm glad I did it.
Clemson fans, no doubt, Jen, believe the sky's the limit for this year's Clemson football program. Well, Tommy Bowden is back with his feet firmly planted on the ground and contract in hand, and that's important. And he understands what the expectations are in 2005. Among all the Bowden boys, this guy is the most like Father Bobby. He keeps a perspective on things, and whenever the chips are down, you know he's going to deliver the goods. Aaron's Football Saturdays in the South. Back in a moment.